Hey Carrie, what are we doing today on Galway?
We are going to the Fleece and Sheep Festival
And why are we going there?
to meet the owner of the farm that we are getting our first 2 ewes from, and possibly our ram.
And why are we getting these special ewes and ram?
We are starting our very own Shetland Sheep herd. And the Shetland Sheep are literally from the Shetland Islands of Scotland. They came from there and then were brought to Canada. And from Canada, there were a small herd that was brought to, would you stop? To America. And
Sorry, Ryan is determined to have attention. This is one of our house cats. We don't show our house cats very often. He is just like PETA. He has to have full attention all the time. Okay.
Anyway, the lady that we are meeting today for our sheep is actually one of the original, from one of the original families who started the Shetland Sheep in America. And she has she still has the herd true to the original that came from Canada, that came from the Shetland Islands.
And why do we want these sheep instead of any other sheep that's already in America?
Well, for one, these sheep are small in stature, so they're about the same size as our Nigerian goats, and they produce fleece, not wool. So what that means is that their fleece, their hair, is super soft. And if anyone has ever bought anything from Ireland, Scotland, over in that area, and you've paid a very hefty price for it, that's why. Because it comes from these sheep, and they're very coveted. Their wool, their fleece is very coveted because it's very fine and very easily managed.
Super soft.
Super soft, super easily managed. As a matter of fact, one of the ewes that we're getting, her name is Lassie. She is what they call a morid, so she's kind of a reddish brown, and her fleece is the type that it doesn't hold onto debris. So even if she's out in the field, when she comes back in clean, so she won't have grass and sticks and stuff in her fleece, because it's so fine that it doesn't hold on to it. The coarseness doesn't hold on to debris, which is something you want whenever you're dealing with fine yarns and threads. You can actually use theirs. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but over in Scotland, they use their fleece to make a really fine threading to make scarves for weddings and such. And they're very delicate, very, very intricately made. And that's what they use is these particular sheeps.
Okay, we finally made it here. There's a pan full of cars. Not major. Of course, we're used to Dallas-Fort Worth, so when things happen in Fort Worth, it's huge. So we're going to try to be able to video. I don't know if we'll be able to or not. Anti-plaque plague lotion.
Okay.
Hey there.
Hi. Okay, this is the program. It's got the list of classes and stuff, and the map of the vendors, and a shopping bag.
Oh, thank you. Cool.
And I'll give each one of you one. Oh, and then there's the freebie box.
Okay.
And then sign up for the door prizes.
Okay, yes, cool. Ma'am. Is it okay to film in here?
You might have to ask each individual vendor if they are allowed, if they want a picture taken.
Okay. We have a YouTube channel, so that's
Oh, can she do a YouTube channel in here that you know of? I told her to ask each individual vendor.
What's your what are you doing? What's your channel?
Galway Farm.
Uh-huh.
We're Galway Rabbitry and Farm.
Okay.
It's brand new, so
Yeah.
we're getting ready to launch it.
Okay.
So
We do rabbits, goats, chicken,
Yeah. Well, you
fowl.
should.
a little bit of
And,
everything.
Our next endeavor is actually sheep.
Uh-huh.
It's the Shetland Sheep. I'm actually here to meet the lady that I'm going to be buying my sheep from.
Okay, so you're going to be going over that direction. Who are you
I
going
know
to-
she's
Is it Ellen?
she's doing a
Ellen,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, Ellen is over there. And what did you want to do with YouTube? You want to do some
We
shots?
just
Filming.
We just
Yeah,
wanted to see if
filming.
we can do some filming while we're in here, if
Oh
it's
yeah, I
okay.
think each individual vendor should probably let you know if they didn't want you to do it.
Okay.
But as far as I'm concerned, you may certainly do it. Any kind of exposure we can get is good for us too.
And that's what we feel like too.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
exactly.
It's an
Yeah.
opportunity to expose people to
Go
it.
for it. Go
Okay,
for it.
cool.
Be sure and tag us on any of your social media.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you get to pick.
Have you been here? Start here.
Sorry.
I know, I'm invisible.
So right now, Carrie is filling out for door prizes.
Okay. Here is a brochure, and it's got the classes and stuff.
And then we're going to walk around and talk to everyone.
Did you need one as well? Some people want to share, but some people don't.
Go ahead and film mine.
Also, this is a box of freebies right here. Also, sign up for the giveaways. Door prizes.
Here's some of the shirts that we can get.
I like this.
This is from the 2020 Texas Fleece and Fiber Tees. Okay. So now, let's head back. First, Carrie,
I'm just looking as I go.
we're going to hit all these shops,
Yes.
but we're going to head first back
Back
to
to see
find
Ellen.
Ellen.
And they said Ellen's back in that corner over there.
Okay. Bandera Fiber and Arts Festival, the Sheep Walk Ranch.
Are you filming the little babies as we go by?
Yeah.
Aw,
Look at
pretty.
Oh, look, Mom. A spinning wheel.
They have spinning wheels over there. Oh, they have llamas. I
Here's some of the
know.
shirts that we can get.
I like this.
This is from the 2020 Texas Fleece and Fiber Tees. Okay. So now, let's head back. First, Carrie,
I'm just looking as I go.
we're going to hit all these shops,
Yes.
but we're going to head first back
Back
to
to see
find
Ellen.
Ellen.
And they said Ellen's back in that corner over there.
Okay. Bandera Fiber and Arts Festival, the Sheep Walk Ranch.
Are you filming the little babies as we go by?
Yeah.
Aw,
Look at
pretty.
Oh, look, Mom. A spinning wheel.
They have spinning wheels over there. Oh, they have llamas.
Look at these llamas. Aren't they pretty?
Very pretty.
Very pretty. Okay. Newman Angoras. Gotta be back there in the corner. Oh, those are so cute. Look at these little acorn ornaments. That's so cute. Yellow Rose. Check them out. They've got all sorts of different yarns and equipment. Hi there. Do you mind me filming? Okay. Look at
We have
this.
a small YouTube channel that we're getting ready to launch, so that's
That
what
is-
we're doing is
It's
showing
coming
what
up
we're
a
doing.
gray on here, but in person, it's actually a beautiful, kind of a dark blue green.
This is one of my favorites right here.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Now this one is great. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I need to. I saw Mad Hatter. It caught my eye. These are so pretty. Look at this. Yeah, this is like crocheted.
See, I like to use
The colors are coming up so different on camera than they are in person.
that one.
Yeah, see, on camera this is coming up yellow,
Yeah.
but in person,
It's more of a green.
okay. That's so pretty. Mini art felts.
I make big sheets of felt with all kinds of colors, like a confetti.
Oh, yay. Do you mind if we film?
We have a YouTube channel.
Oh, I don't mind.
So
Okay.
we like to,
gonna
we're
back
using
up.
this as an opportunity to bring some light to people who don't know about it.
So yeah, this is wet felted, and I make big sheets, and I go to my scrap pile and just kind of throw it on there willy-nilly, and I wet felt it until it's felted into a sheet, and then I turn it upside down. So I'm not looking at the design at all. It's a really good exercise in kind of letting go some of the control, you know, because we all have that one. I like that one part, you know.
Yeah.
So I flip it upside down and I cut them out and then I flip them over. And so that's how you end up with what you have. But they're fun. They're like my little meditations, you know. I can see things in them and you can put them different directions. And then I like to mount them on the mulberry paper.
It's very cool. I've done, the punch felting,
You go
but I
felting?
haven't done wet felting.
Okay.
And she's wanting to learn to wet felt because
Yeah.
she'd like to learn to do hats.
Where are you from?
Grandview, Texas.
Granbury?
Grandview.
That's on the other side of
We're-
Dallas.
No, we're
this
actually about
side-
8 minutes from
4 hours from
Okay.
here.
4 hours from
Yeah.
here, but we're 8 minutes outside of Cleveland, Texas.
Okay. Well, I'm from Seguin, and so I teach there a lot, and I teach in San Marcos. But I also travel and teach. If you can get a group of people of 6 or more, I'll come to you.
Oh, cool.
Do a class.
Oh wow, that'd be kind of neat.
Well, I've got. This is your card here.
That and
Okay.
this one here has my email on it
Okay.
and my picture, so you'll know.
Cool. Zoom in on it.
So yeah, I do the wet felting, and then I'm doing needle felted landscapes tomorrow.
Oh.
So this is needle felting.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
using
That
the
is so
needle.
cool.
I love that.
That is so cool.
And it's fun because you can kind of get that 3D relief in there. Really a lot of fun.
It looks awesome on camera. Very, very cool on camera. Wow.
And
I
different.
love that it's
very-
textured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see that there's texture to it.
Can we? This is also part of hers.
Yeah, this is.
So this is also part of theirs. This gray, $3.25 at $16 a pound. Oh wow, that's like so super soft.
And this is what our sheep are going to be like dealing with. Is this texture? And it's even softer than dealing with cotton. Cotton usually freaks my skin out whenever I touch just balls of cotton. It tends to freak my skin out a little bit. But this is super soft.
And then here's some of the different what's been turned into ready to work with. Very cool. There's a hat. I'm gonna go around here.
So she does a lot of Navajo style weaving.
Very cool. I'm very much a texture person. I've got to touch it and feel it. Cool. And now let's see, what is this? This is natural mohair scoured. Oh wow. That is so cool. So soft. Very, very, very soft. So these are fingerless gloves.
So Lassie that we're getting,
Uh-huh.
her coloration is going to be basically this right here. This will be like what her color will be. And then
So I just want to make sure it's okay.
Where's the fiber?
These are hand spindles. So this gentleman is going to show us how you use a hand spindle.
The drop spindle is very, very ancient as far as its origins. Human beings for thousands and thousands of years have been making yarn, and this is
look
the
at that.
simplest of all ways to do it.
That is so cool.
But
Look how thin that is.
you can
I put him on the spot now. Look at that.
there we go.
That is so cool.
The magic of spinning happens between your fingers. The tool just turns it. The key with a drop spindle is to get a spindle that will spin as long as possible and as smooth as possible.
I'm going to step back so we can see that the spindle is down there below and it's still spinning. And he's barely moving his hands at all. Very cool.
Once you reach that point, and just go back to work.
Very cool.
that's amazing.
Yeah, a little show and tell. Just take a pinch right in the middle. Just hold it as a pinch for a moment. That's fine. Okay, you can release.
Oh, look at that.
That's what it would look like when applied.
That looks more like yarn.
Yeah.
But I love
Very
how
cool.
thin he had it.
Now, I want you to break it. Take it in both hands and break it.
You can't, see?
Watch your face.
You can't do it. Wow.
And yet that came from something that,
Like that. So wispy and thin.
That's incredible.
That is so cool.
Love that.
Very,
isn't that amazing?
Yes, it is amazing.
Now, here's something to think about. 1,000 years ago, sit down in the sand Mediterranean, and you see a ship come by with that beautiful triangular white Phoenician sail. Every strand of string in that sail was hand spun with a spindle.
just like that.
And every woven sail on every ship in the world was spun on a spindle.
Wow.
And from that time back every woven sail on every ship in the world. Hand spinners.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very cool. Very cool. And you make all of these.
Yes, I have made.
Do not fact check him.
I have made and sold between 5,000 and 6,000 drop spinners. I
Wow.
have sent them to at least 12 countries, every state in the U.S.
Wow.
That is without commercial advertising.
Very, very cool.
Very.
And they're, look how beautiful they are.
Yes, these are so beautiful. All of them just a little bit different.
I don't know if you can see that.
I'll just take it out.
Let's see.
Oh, it's a solar system.
This
That's
is the
cool.
solar system.
Oh, wow.
Every,
cool.
every planet is mathematically in scale with the Earth, which is that little brass dot.
Oh, wow.
So you can see how many times the Earth would fit into Jupiter or Saturn. And each one of these planets has its moon. Each hole is mathematically in scale to the Earth.
Wow.
And little Jupiter, or little Pluto, is a tiny little fly speck by my fingernail.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He's amazing.
Very cool. Very cool.
Incredible.
It's fun for him.
And this
Do you
is
have
you
a
doing it
card?
right here.
Yep.
Do you have a card? A
Yeah.
business card?
You want one of
Actually, I do kind of want one of those.
Check
but-
this out.
Well, we're actually here today because I'm purchasing some ewes and possibly a ram from Miss Ellen over there. So I wanted to come here and meet her in person before we actually get our ewes and our ram. And so this will be something that I'm going to be
Yes.
doing in the future, and I'm so excited.
It takes about 10 or 15 minutes to get done.
The rest of it's practice.
He makes it so simple.
I know.
You know?
See, this has already been thinned out considerably.
Yeah.
Now,
I was going to say, yeah, you
in
need
order
to know
to
how do
splice,
you
in
add
in order
on.
to splice,
Yeah.
put your pinch finger where I have my pinch finger here. Whichever one you will use
Just
for.
watch it.
Whoops, whoops, whoops.
That's why they're called drop spinners.
So rewrap.
Rewrap is very
You got the right idea. You put that under low tension to keep the wrinkles from all happening.
And then do you hook it, right?
yes. So you
Notch, hook,
right there.
and puff. But you're going to have to splice this. In order to splice it, you're going to catch there.
That's good.
And I'm gonna give it a little spin here. All right, now just go to work. Just let that form right over the top of what you already have spun. Just let your twist run right up her. Go to work. Don't be lazy. Just go to work. The less you think about it, the better it works.
It looks like it's getting too fat.
When your spindle stops, you just reach down. I'm going to sit down
unhook.
because you know how to do it.
You know how to do it. It's just a matter of practice and time.
18
Very
inches
cool.
roughly.
So I'm going to cut in front of you because I'm going to look at this over here. Look at
Abigail teaches.
I don't know if you can even see it. I mean, it is
One of
so
those,
thin.
like, it needs a background.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. And look, all she's doing is just barely. Man, I bet you got some strong leg muscles after a while doing that all day.
It's all in the ankles.
All in the ankles. Well, yeah. That is so cool. And so now this would be like for that back there, that poncho.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is for making something, you know, really fine like this with for intricate work.
Yes, so I don't know for sure, but I have gotten wool this then.
Yeah, you can get wool thicker than that too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It can look like cobwebs. That is not my goal in life, but I have a friend who it is. Her
Wow.
goal. I don't know why that's her goal, other than to say she did.
Yeah. Oh wow.
If
Well, I
you've
know
ever heard of a ring shawl, a shawl that you can pull through a
That's,
wedding ring.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
You
the
need Pop
Scottish.
Loom.
Wow. See, I would think that is. I mean, it's so thin. Wow. That is so cool. Very relaxing. It's just relaxing even just watching y'all.
Yeah.
You know? I just,
I can see like scarves made of this right here.
yeah. It's very, very, very cool. Well, thank you, ladies, for letting us film you.
Well, we hope to see you again next year.
Yes. Maybe by next year, maybe we'll be doing more of this.
Rabbit hole, you know that, right? We usually do that.
Yeah, this
We're usually glutton for punishment.
is very
If
cool.
you're gonna jump, you might as well jump deep, right?
Right,
But
exactly.
what I'm doing right now is I'm unweaving, because I don't know what happened. Anyway, this is my pattern, right, which is called a linen pattern.
Okay.
And see how this doesn't match?
Okay, yes,
So
I see.
something went awry, right? So I'm gonna unweave it back to here, and then this one I think is just a couple cross threads. I'm gonna ignore those, but this is bothering me, so I'm gonna unweave back to here, and then try weaving it again and see. But I bring it here for people to play with, so it's easy to, you know.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Because I've got my pattern written there, but that doesn't mean that they know they can read it or they care. You know.
Wow.
For lack of a better word. So anyway, so what this is it's called a wolf pop loom, and it's this little 4-shaft loom. And what these are going to be are hand towels, just regular kitchen towels.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And so what I'm weaving with right now is cotton, but I do a lot of weaving with alpaca. We raised alpacas for a long time. So I
Okay.
do a lot of weaving with alpacas. And, you know, you can do scarves, shawls. I make a lot of things that I end up making material and then make things with that material.
Oh, okay.
You know, I make jackets, I make purses, you know, anything that you can think of that you use yardage for, weave it.
See, and that's why we wanted to do the filming, is so that we can show people. They don't realize, like, the clothes that they're buying, what is going into making the clothes.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's mass produced, but
Right.
it's still,
Right.
all this goes into it.
Right. Well, when I talk about weaving, I go, look at your jeans. They're woven fabric.
Yeah.
People don't realize that. Oh, I just thought it was jeans. Well, it is jeans, but how do you think they make it? It's
Right.
woven.
Right.
You know, so yeah, you know, so that they don't realize that, you know, how it's just like kids in groceries. It doesn't come from H-E-B. It comes from a farmer. Same difference. you
Right,
know.
right.
Yeah, even the polyester that you're wearing is coming from somewhere else besides a polyester tree.
Right.
You know.
This is true. Well, that's we have a small 3-acre farm. It's the three of us on a 3-acre farm, and we're homesteading it, and we have a little bit of everything. We have a menagerie, and
I call it Dr. Doolittle's farm.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And we talked about processing chickens and asking family members how many want to get in on it.
Right.
You know, we'll raise the chickens,
Right,
we'll process them. And my daughter's like, well, I'll give you the money to buy them, and you process them, and then just give it to me in a bag, because I don't want to know where it came from.
That's
I'm
good.
like, why wouldn't you want to know what you're putting in your body?
I know. Except I'm kind of this. That's one reason why we did alpacas, because you don't butcher them normally.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, I don't have to look at it every day and then see it on my dinner table, right?
Right.
So I'm kind of that same way. And we had some friends bring their sheep out this last spring, right? And so she wanted to know, she says, well, it's cheaper if I bring the butcher to your house than to my house. Can I do that? I said, as long as I don't have to partake in it, it's fine and dandy.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I didn't. I was in the house doing my own thing. I was like, I don't even want to hear the gunshot. I don't, nothing, right? And so, you know, once it was dead and skinned, then I went out there and I was able to communicate, and, you know, and talk to him. But I'm like, I don't want it.
That is the hardest part. That's the hardest part.
Exactly, you know. And I mean, but now that being said, we have butchered cattle and been on our, because I mean, we're meat eaters, you know. But so, you know, I can eat it, but I'm like, I don't want to raise it and watch it. No, can't do that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Well, we have, one of the things we have is rabbits. And we had a neighborhood dog that got into where the rabbits were and killed 2 of my rabbits. And it was fresh. So I thought, well, I don't want to throw these pelts away.
Right.
So I went through the process of cleaning the pelts. No, we weren't going to eat the meat,
Right.
but
But now you have it.
I removed the pelts. And yeah, the first one I cried,
Oh yeah.
you know.
I know. I made him. We had a baby alpaca die, and I made him do that. And he's afterwards he goes, "Don't make me do that again."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's she wants alpaca. Or,
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, is it alpacas that you want?
I want alpacas. I'm starting out with the Shetland Sheep. I'll slowly baby step up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I know that alpacas you have to have at least 3.
Right.
And they're like $1,000 a piece if you get a cheap.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. It
and
depends.
so-
You know, if you want to just raise them for fun fiber and things like that, you can usually get them for around like 500 now.
Really?
But yeah, you know, and it depends. I mean, like, because we sold our last ones last summer, not this summer, but last summer, and you know, we just wanted them to go to a good home, so we almost gave them away. You know,
Oh,
so it kind of
yeah.
depends on the situation and you know, and the person that we gave them to already had animals. You know, so it was like I already knew that they knew how to take care of them. Because a lot of people think, oh, aren't these cute? You know, well, yeah, they're cute, but you got to take
There's
care
work
of them.
involved.
Right.
Yep.
So, how do you make the decision? I noticed there's 4 different pieces in here.
Right. Those are called shafts.
Shafts. Okay, so on those shafts, what do you do to make the patterns and
There's
stuff?
tons and tons of pattern books and patterns online and patterns everywhere, but and they're called drafts. But so, like I said, so this is called linen. This design, right?
Okay.
So on this particular linen draft, say it's got like a graph almost, right? And it tells me in shaft, you know, thread number 1 goes in shaft 1, thread number 2 goes in shaft 3, etc., etc. Let me see if I can show you anybody. Margaret Davison. It was written like in, I'm going to say the 18. Well, there you go.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah.
1887.
Yeah. So these are old drafts. But anyway, so for instance here, this one says thread number 1 goes in 1. This one's in 2. Then 1 and 3. 1, 2, 1, 3, like that. So that's how you know where your threads are going.
And that's these threads
Right,
here.
that's these threads
Okay.
here. Exactly. Okay. Now this is what's called the tie-up. Okay. Now this has got 6 treadles, which are the petals, right?
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Okay.
So on treadle number 1, you're going to tie up shaft number 1 and shaft number 4. Okay.
Okay.
So this one, first one right here, shaft number 1, and this is number 4. Okay. I can't get my hand in there, but you can see this one here is number 4. Okay. So down here I got these little cords, right?
Okay.
So it's telling me to take the cord from number 1 and number 4 and put it on that first pedal. Okay. Alright. To push down on treadle number 1, and that's lifted 1 and 2. Okay, because that's the way I have it tied up.
Okay.
This one here is telling me to, and then I can't move it my shoe on, it's too white. So number 2 is 2, 3, and 4. So this number 2, you know, tells me to lift these up because that's the way the pattern was written, right?
I'm sure you
So this is 1 and 3, and then I start over again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do that 10
Huh.
times, right? And then I do 4, which is these last 2 shafts. 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 10 times. And then that's how I get a block of design.
Oh, cool.
All these hand towels over here that I've done. I was looking at those, yes. Yeah, those are all the same idea. It's a different pattern. So this is called a waffle wing. And so when you wash it, these little things kind of pucker and they look like little waffle divots down in there, right? So here again, that's a a different pattern. This one is called monk's belt, and see, so you get like those little X's in there.
Very cool.
This one here, I don't remember the name of this one right here. But see, so you can get, a multitude of different patterns
Okay.
with the same loom. It's just how you thread it and how you tie it up.
It looks like music.
Right,
Yeah,
it does, exactly. And then, okay, so this is called the threading. Okay, so this is how you thread it, right? And then this is the tie-up. Okay, so that's where you put the little strings from the bottom, right?
Okay.
And then this is called the treadling. Okay. Okay, this same tie-up, or same threading, same tie-up, with these different treadlings, you get all these different designs.
Okay.
Cool.
And the
So-
treadling is the
Is pushing
book? Oh, okay. It's pushing that.
pushing the pedal. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So, so it's really fun. I mean, there's a lot of like thinking to get it set up.
Yeah.
Once it's set up, then you can just like weave like crazy.
Let's spin. Let's spin. Come on. There we go. And that's how you do it.
Very, very cool. You make that look so easy. That's very cool.
Well, once
It's-
you start to get the feel for drafting,
Yes.
and the same technique for drafting is used on this machine, on the drop machines, and on the Pegasus. This wheel is a Pegasus. Are you familiar with them?
No, we are totally brand new to all of it. She's getting some Shetland Sheep, so
Oh my.
yeah.
Oh, aren't you lucky?
Yes. I'm excited.
This, I will brag on the machine, but I will brag on it not because of me, but because of the gentleman who designed it and taught me. I was his apprentice. But this is called the Pegasus, and it's considered one of the finest wheels in the world because, listen, everything is balanced, no sound, no whisper, and it's spinning faster than any wheel out there, any manual wheel.
Yeah, because looks like it's barely moving, and that's just
It takes 2 grams of weight on the treadle to move it because everything is balanced.
It's very
And
cool.
even though I made this wheel, again, I'm bragging on his design and his work.
That is very cool.
This wheel actually belongs to my daughter. It was the first wheel I made.
Oh, wow. It's very nice.
And this one is made out of cherry. The one over there is my wheel. And that one's made out of mesquite.
Oh,
my
wow.
goodness.
And it runs the same way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on this side. Over here so I can get a good view.
Again, this one's at the high speed also. Just
Wow,
very
look at the
quiet,
thing
very
just
silent.
go. Very, very
One of the
cool.
ladies here has one of these wheels made out of bird's eye maple. And she said that it started to whisper instead of, she said it's making noise now. And I said, well, that's not right. It's not supposed to make noise. She goes, oh, no, I like to whisper. I want it. I said, you sure? I'll go look and see what's going on. Did you put oil on it or something? No, leave it alone. It talks to me now.
Very cool. It's very therapeutic watching.
There you are. It is actually. That's a lot of people do it. I sell a lot to Norway, New Zealand, Sweden, Alaska, Washington State, British Columbia, colder places because they sit in the winter time and they'll spin.
Yeah.
And they sell the homespun to fashion houses. So the people that buy this wheel are the ones that are actually trying to make money from their spinnings.
Can you show that one?
Pardon me? This one
These are
is my
drop
design.
spins.
And I finished, it was in collaboration with a lady at the last show 2 years ago. She wanted a castle wheel. She told me what she wanted. She wanted a large diameter wheel. She wanted a big spool that will take one of these spools. And she wanted more space. She wanted a big orifice with larger
Wow.
threads. And I made 2 of them. And this is the second one. And I'm not real happy with it. I want to change the design. So I was going to sell this, but after spinning with it a lot on the show yesterday and today, I don't know if I should sell it because I don't think it's a Wyatt wheel. It's not. You can hear it. It's not silent. There's a problem somewhere. Can you hear it?
Yeah. I mean,
It's just not right. It spins good. It's a wonderful wheel. It's got some great ideas, but it's just not there yet. And if I was to sell it, I know that the ghost of William would come back and haunt me.
No.
He would say, "How dare you?" And it's shaking. Did you notice that little shake? Hold on, let me do it one more time. It's got some vibration in it. The flyer's not balanced yet. I thought I balanced it properly, but there's something wrong with it. See that little shake going on?
Yeah.
If I was to put water glass on there, you'd see it.
So slight though. It's not bad.
Yeah, but it's not a Wyatt wheel.
it's very cool. Very cool to watch.
I do like that design though. It is neat.
It is neat. I'm going to make the same design, but I'm going to shrink it to about 2/3 the size, which is traditional on a castle wheel. The wheel is actually about this size. On all the old wheels that you find, they're built in this castle style where the spindle is directly above it. They're very small wheels. So even these wheels, this wheel is highly oversized. So normal Norwegian style wheel, this is a Norwegian style, is 24 inches in diameter. So the wheel is much tinier. This was a custom-made wheel for a lady in Germany, and she told William what she wanted. William made it, and now it's become his best seller.
So what's the difference in the sizes of the wheel? What difference
Momentum and the speed, and after balancing a big wheel like this, it'll spin forever. These wheels, when I make them, I have to pedal in as fast as I can, take my feet off and turn. And I've got to have at least 75 turns before it stops all by itself with the pedals attached. But this wheel and most of the wheels I make now, because we change the processes a little bit, 175 turns in total before it stops. And it has to be balanced so that no matter where it stops, it doesn't back up. Because if you're spinning thread and when the fire's carrying you along, it backs up and you're half turn, that thread can get bunched up.
See?
So you want a wheel that no matter where you stop it stops.
Are these drop spindles too?
In a way, those are called tekais, and they're used in the bowl.
Oh,
And every
cool.
time the thread comes off the tip, let me get my hands correct. Every time that thread comes off the tip, come on, Miles, it puts a twist in it. And so you use this type in a bowl,
Okay.
and then you drag it up. The only difference is that I went ahead and put a small hook at the bottom so you can use it as a drop spindle if you want. Mexican pesos.
That is very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you
Well,
very
thank you
much.
for filming. Did you
Yeah.
get a card?
No, I did
I
not.
would like one.
Yes, here's a couple cards. Would you like one?
I'm with them, so
You
We
okay?
all live together.
And I
That's her
also-
mom.
Oh, that's great.
you may
And
need
I
the
have
card for someone else.
postcards that you can use.
Oh, yeah.
All my wheels are on that.
All right. Thank you
you.
very
No,
much.
thank you very much. I enjoy it. Company.
Getting up and running.
Very cool.
And we wanted to bring a
Put
little
on
bit
makeup
of...
today. So special.
Yes. We don't care about makeup. In case
Yeah.
you can't tell.
This is I
So tell us
gussied up
about
for
it.
the
You
show.
hand dye all of
So
it?
I am Euphoria Nights. It's just me. I hand dye all of this in my kitchen for now until I can afford a shisha. And
I get all of my naked yarn from the UK. It's a small family-owned business that I order my yarn from the UK.
Wow, okay.
And I've got everything from sock yarn, I've got some silk stuff over here, I've got BFL, cashmere, some alpaca, mohair, try to a bit of everything. This is like my new favorite thing is the
This is
baby
so-
Surrey alpaca.
Oh,
It's
so
a
soft.
mohair alternative, and I think it's softer than mohair.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's cheaper than mohair.
Yeah, this is soft.
That's amazing. What I like about alpaca is that they're naturally flame retardant and naturally hypoallergenic. So
It's
that's
kind of
just,
a win-win.
yeah, exactly.
It's cheaper than the mohair, and it's not as like hairy. Like you don't
Yeah.
get all the little bits all over the place pouring off your tongue trying to knit.
Yeah.
So
So tell us, how do you?
most
Dye.
of it's immersion or low immersion. So I have big dye pans, and it's either underwater fully, like for the solid colors. Stuff that's speckled is a low immersion, then steamed to get the speckles in all the right places. So I use citric acid instead of vinegar because I'm not a fan of the vinegary smell personally. But yeah, I started crocheting when I was a kid. I always liked the way knitting looked, so I taught myself how to knit like 6-7 years ago. I moved down here from Colorado. I've only been here about 3.5 years now. And I like to knit sweaters, which is completely useless here. So
I was gonna say, welcome to
sweaters-
Texas.
yeah, sweaters, when you feel like being bougie, are expensive.
Yes,
And
yes.
now mom's on a budget.
Exactly.
So I started looking into dyeing my own yarn, and I really enjoyed it. And so I looked at my husband and I was like, hey, I think we could make this a business. And he was like, yeah, go for it. So I started out with $500, and 3 years later, here I am.
Good.
Very cool.
It's still a lot
I
of
love
fun.
this
I
one.
enjoy it a lot.
This is
That one's
that's
That
really
is the
cool.
mohair,
But-
and
This one was one of my
yeah,
favorites.
that has mohair in it, but it's a mohair merino blend. It's a single
Very
ply.
cool.
It knits up really cool.
Ooh,
It's soft.
so soft. Oh, I like that.
I like the color blends. But yeah, I love the feel of these. I'm very much a texture person.
Which is
Very
you're in the right
much.
spot. Okay, this here is cashmere, which is also really nice. I've knit
Yes.
myself 2 sweaters out of this that I'll.
But you
I
know
got- I
what?
got to
I
wear it
actually
for a
that's
whole week.
actually softer to me.
Well, here's what the cashmere is knit up.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
After
Very
it's been
nice.
washed and blocked.
Oh, yeah.
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 You want to feel it? Yeah, sure. Why not? My self-proclaimed yarn enabler. So if you ask me which one should I get, I'm gonna say both. All of it.
All of
buy
it.
all.
Well, very, very
We're-
cool.
we're
Do you have a
excited.
card?
I ran out because I left them all at home, but I will gladly give you guys hints.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
There you go.
Make sure you get a good look at it.
And it's euphoriaknits.com. I'm on Ravelry. I'm on Instagram mostly. Yeah,
Determined to try to drop everything today.
that's right. And yeah, if you guys wanna do a thing on YouTube, shoot me an email.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got a contact form on my website, and I'd be happy to give you like a discount code or something. So if your subscribers want to order, they can have their own secret discount.
Very
that.
cool. Very
Very
cool.
Absolutely.
We'll send you a message, let you know when this one's
Or
going to
you can
be
shoot me a
on.
message on Instagram if you're big on Instagram.
I'm on Instagram. Yep.
We're,
I'm on
we're
Instagram.
Galway
What's your-
Farm and
Galway Rabbitry and Farm.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You guys have like Angora or something?
No.
No.
Actually, we're getting ready to buy our first ewes from Ellen over there. So I'm
Yeah.
so excited. Ewe and ram. So we got 2 ewes coming, and I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and get a ram from her too.
Yep.
So excited.
Yeah, we have rabbits, we have Rex, and we have New Zealand.
And then we have Nigerian dwarf goats, dairy goats. So,
Okay.
We're just kind of all over the board.
If
We're,
I had
we're
land,
You name it, it's on our farm.
it sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah,
we're
yeah,
slowly building.
yeah.
I love alpaca.
See,
They are like the sweetest
Well,
things.
we don't have that yet. She's
Yeah.
talking.
That's in the future. That's in the future. So-
I'm baby stepping us you know,
See, and
the
if-
Shetland
If I
furs.
would, I would
you
go
know.
for the Surrey alpaca over the Wakaya because they're not as popular. They're so nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
actually, that's the one that I was looking into was the
So
Surrey.
in Denver, there is a Surrey breeder that if I had land, I would have bought from. They also they were doing like a giveaway. We went to an alpaca expo because I have no self-control, so I drove my whole family to an alpaca expo. And I entered to win an alpaca, but it was worth a shot.
It always is.
But there's a couple programs in Colorado where they breed Surrey alpaca. I don't know about down here.
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started out with chickens, knowing we wanted to go with goats, but we started out with chickens, and then we got a wild hare and got ducks. And
Pigs are pretty good.
I had a Flemish giant, and she disappeared on us for a little bit, and then she came back. And then the next thing you know, we got into the New Zealands and the Rex. And then we were gifted a lion head woolly cross along with a Flemish giant. And we
And then we started
in
out
there
with,
we got
3.
goats,
Yeah, we
the
started
New
out with 3
Zealands. So
goats, and we learned goat math real fast.
Goat math?
yeah. Oh
Goat
yeah.
math. Have you
Yeah,
not
yeah.
heard of goat math?
Not heard goat math.
Goat math
Goat
is,
math, you buy 3, and then
it
you
becomes like 23.
Well, because they can have, what, 2 or 3 at a time, right?
well, it's not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
that. It's you
can't
buy
just
one
get-
and then you see another one that you're like, oh, I want that one. So we bought 3 female, and then
We found out
ended
about
up
5 months later when
One wasn't a female.
no,
that
one was pregnant.
She was supposed to only be a couple months old when we got her. And the vet said, no, she was more like 5 months old when you got her. And she's now 10 months old. And
And now she's a mom.
And
And she's a
then
mom.
she had twins, but one of them didn't make it. So then you've got this poor kid all by itself. So
And we
we've
couldn't
got to
have that.
find her
You need
a
something
kid to play
to
with.
jump on stuff with.
Yeah, so we got a second kid, and the second kid wasn't doing so well with us. And so, well, we need to go back to that farm and get another kid. And yeah, it just kept
Now you
going and
have a
going and
whole
going.
herd.
so we
Yes,
brought
now
2
we have a
home
whole
from
herd.
there,
And
while
then
we
they've
were there,
had
we were like, oh,
babies.
I want that one, and I want that one, and I want that one. And we got to have that one. And they're goat math.
Yeah.
And Mama don't know how to say no.
I'm the same way. We have 3 cats and 2 dogs.
Well,
I have 3 children and a husband, and now I'm ready for number 4 because I wanted to start over. I thought that was a good idea.
Don't
Yeah.
talk about the cats and dogs.
yeah, because we have
Both of
We
my
have
dogs
7
we have
very-
3
cats.
dogs inside and 3 cats inside, and we have 2 dogs outside and 4 cats outside.
You didn't count the last ones.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I did.
The ones that's
Have you-
in trouble with geese.
Oh yeah.
The geese don't like them at all. Every time.
Llamas are just giant geese.
Well, there you go.
Well, thank you
you
very
so
much.
much.
I will send you a message and let you know when we're about to post.
Awesome.
Hey.
Good. How are you? Good. Did you?
Oh, cool. Very cool.
And do you still have charcoal?
Yes.
Okay, we have not 100%.
She's decided.
I've decided. I do want charcoal.
Okay.
So
We keep telling her she's got to sell some goats.
Breed the 2 ewes to something else.
Yeah.
And the next year you can breed them in.
exactly.
I'll
that
breed
way.
and I'll use him first because
Okay.
I love him.
Yes.
So I'll use him. I'm going to start breeding when
And
I
that
get
way he'll
home
be
Monday.
proven.
Yeah, Monday I will breed him for 3 weeks from then till Thanksgiving. He's going to be with some ewes. That way I can use him and then
Yeah.
let him
Yeah.
go on.
Absolutely.
Oh, perfect.
So-
Perfect. I've got a question. How long has this coat that they're wearing, how long has that been growing?
Well, she was born in April.
So this is from April. Wow.
Right. And then I shear in April. So,
Okay.
So
Very
in
cool.
April we'll shear Lassie.
Yeah. Very cool. That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
a lot on them.
well,
And
Very
who is
cool.
this young
usually
man?
weighs
Going to Kerrville next weekend, and she goes, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So
Wow, I'm so glad I
we're
got to meet
sisters,
you.
and this is Mama.
Yeah,
So.
I had that figured out.
Yeah.
So it's Brenda and
Betty.
Betty.
and Carrie.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, this has been cool. We've learned a lot.
Yeah, I just need to get away from it.
I bought a drop spinner from them, so I learned how to.
She learned how to do it. We got it on video. We did a lot of videoing. We asked everybody, can we video for our YouTube channel? So I wanted to be able to